Hello, everyone. First of all, thank you so much for being part of this commissioning project and for bringing three brand new pieces to life uh, with your commitment. All of us composers who are um, living and trying to create, we really appreciate it. Um, you got Solace from me for SSAA, choir, and piano. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about the piece and the genesis of it. Um, the poem that the composition is based on is by Yehuda HaLevi, a Jewish poet from the basically the 11th and 12th centuries. Um, I first saw this poem on the inside front cover of a program that was used for a play that my son was in, a play called The Anatomy of Grey. The director of the play chose to include this poem after she had heard it on National Public Radio. Um, the director had recently lost her own son and had even debated not going through with this play because it's heavy and it deals with the death of loved ones. Um, but this poem was particularly important to her and healing for her as a way to sort of coalesce some of the thoughts around some of the themes that happen in the play. Um, and they used it, the cast used this as a vehicle for greater understanding of the themes of the play. In my own life, I have recently lost a couple of students, one to suicide and one to a really horrible car accident. And I watch the students that are left behind, some of whom stood right next to one of the girls in choir. Um, I watch their reactions to those deaths, and in some cases, those high school students are still reeling from the loss that they have experienced. And I think sometimes our culture tends to rush past the grief and expects there to be healing sometimes faster than we're ready for. And so this poem was a really beautiful set of words based on this idea of embracing the pain slash joy that goes along with the grief of losing someone, losing a loved one. And so the piece itself, the music, has this sort of eerie feeling at the beginning, but the piece climaxes on the words, "For your life has lived in me, your laugh once lifted me, your word was gift to me." And I think those three statements, those are kind of what I take away from the poem in terms of how we deal with the memory of a loved one that we have lost. Um, Death is an inevitable part of being a human being, and the loss of people who are close to us is also inevitable. Um, but it is also something that we all share. It's part of our shared humanity that we experience those things. And I think when we can experience them with the idea that our grief is natural, it is normal, and it is something that is just part of being human. Those thoughts, I think, really ring true to me and to lots of people. I do hope that you enjoy working on the piece, and that if you have any questions or anything that you would like from me as the composer, feel free to reach out. My email address is sivory@me.com, and I am always thrilled to hear from people who are working on something that I've written. So don't hesitate to reach out to me if you would like a question answered, or even if you'd like to have a visit. I'd be happy to try to do that for you. Thank you so much, and enjoy working on the piece.